Welcome to the 9-hour guitar build challenge, episode 6. Once more unto the fray, dear friends. Okay, so the... oh my goodness gracious me. We're in progress. I have screwed the backplates down to the body, and I'm using the oscillating Spindle Sander to very gingerly and gently take the sides of the backplates down. Normally, on our production guitars at least, in fact, pretty much on every time we've ever done this style of backplate, it's done in a contrasting wood.
We can do it.
We can do it? Who's this we you're talking about? So in this case, it's slightly less of a statement, shall we say, because it's matching wood. But, well, I couldn't find a piece of king wood big enough. This is why I love the now defunct Carol Sander bobbin. It's so easy to use that cam to change paper. Whereas if you're not careful, the other Spindle Sanders use a disc, and essentially a piece of rubber goes in the center of the disc. You tighten that down and it expands out. If you don't loosen after every use, then the rubber stays permanently expanded and you just can't get your tubes off, which is not fun. Every now and then the paper does fly off spectacularly in a cloud of dust though, so there is that. So the only routing to be done at this stage is the neck pocket. I've pre-drilled that. Oh, time to change batteries. Ooh, music. This is a Phil and Toby special. Bring it on. Oh, bring back the music. Well, there we go. So that was from a demo of Phil and Toby demonstrating something in Tonehenge. I'm not sure what. So the backplates are now fitting. Obviously I fitted the internal edge by hand with a leveling beam, and you've just seen the final stage of that. So this style of backplate is arguably easier to fit, at least. But now I need to sand it in, feather those edges around so it melts into the carve a little bit better, and see how it looks. Now, if you've watched other builds from Crimson Guitars, you'll see that I try. If I'm using matching wood, I will try and match it absolutely perfectly. There's a series of videos coming out very soon, depending on when you're watching this one, with a beautiful master build that I've just finished. And it's made out of camphor, which is also a quilted timber. And out of all of the fantastically difficult and interesting things that I had to do on that build, the fact that I managed to get the backplate to absolutely perfectly grain match the quilt that the body was made out of, that's almost the highlight of the whole build for me. Whereas this was cut from the same tree and the same plank essentially as the body, but not the exact same place. Now the trick to do that would be take the entire body blank, slice off 5mm, 6mm off the whole back, and then cut the backplates from that. But in a 9-hour build we do not have the time for that at all. Crikey. Watching this, it really does make me think of how I take for granted now that I do spend on a master build just dozens and dozens of hours doing things that could be done quickly, but shouldn't necessarily. I don't know, there's something about quality and time, and they tend to go together. So anyway, using the Mocha again as a sort of router, carving machine, round the edges over. With the larger disc, it even gets in there quite nicely. These guitars and all of the PAF, and indeed actually the Descendant models as well, have fantastic all-access neck pockets. The neck pocket is essentially cut in half on this model, and it means that if you need to, you could finger tap up on the pickup, and it wouldn't be uncomfortable. It's a point of pride that a guitar, especially made of Crimson guitars, should be absolutely playable. Well, here we go. Cut the excess off the beautiful Kingwood fretboard. I haven't yet found a practical use for the wood that we cut off when we do this. I really would like to use it for something. But there we go. That's a nice shot, Sean. I am looking forward very much to building the... The bearing was on the wrong side this time. I'm looking very forward. I am very much looking forward to building the 90-hour version of this guitar. It's obviously going to take quite a lot longer, and be spread out over a much longer period. But when that video comes out, well, it's going to be something special. The never-ending hunt for a fantastic router cutter. Make sure the bearing is high enough to avoid any lingering glue lines. And you're away. slowly does it. And you'll notice that I stopped before the end of the neck. I do want a fretboard overhang. It's not only more attractive from the point of view of just being attractive, for what that's worth, but it also does, if necessary, hide a multitude of sins.
That's pretty.
That was a Bane-esque laugh there, Ben. There we go. Side project, Crimson Guitars, making working dust masks that look like Bane. Bring it on. Oh, I'm fighting the urge to do an impression now, and I am not good at impressions. Ooh, I know what's going to happen next. Thinking. Do you have balls?
This is naughty. This.
This is either very foolish, or proves once and for all that Ben has huge nuts. Made of steel. Ball bearings. Or he's just stupid. Wasn't sure what he was reaching for there, after all this talk of balls and nuts. Please forgive me if family viewing. I don't know what came over me. So, essentially, this isn't something that I'm probably actually in the video going to say this in a second. We'll see, but this isn't a method that we've used, and I definitely wouldn't say do it this way yourself. I'm basically eyeballing a radius. I've made enough guitars that, well, I suppose the question is to see if we get away with it. Yeah. It does certainly appear to be working. And in the background is the Felder AD941 planar thicknesser of awesomeness. Well, happy little noises from Ben there. Oh, and pretty little... You too can own a piece of this guitar. Go to the Crimson store and check out the heirloom files made out of quilted sapini. All as handmade as the guitars are. Hey Tom. So it looks like the dust is about to fly again. Let's see how long it takes to carve a neck with an angle grinder. Close up on a really crappy clamp.
Do you have any calipers I can borrow, Luigi?
No, he's upstairs.
Tom?
Kind of, they're a bit shit.
Oh, it doesn't really matter.
Ben.
Oh.
Naughty Tom. So I'm going to start timing when I start carving. Let's see, this could be interesting. Don't forget the PPI. "14 minutes, 47 seconds" is the start of this carve. So first of all, what I do is the same as when I was carving the carved top earlier. I go at a steep angle and carve almost down to the fretboard. And that means that I don't need to concentrate quite so hard moving on, because I know I've already carved next to the fretboard. I don't need to approach it too much. Then from this side I'm roughing out a lot of material. We did leave quite a lot on while cutting bandsawing the excess away. Over to the other side, let's just destroy the camera. A plume of dust. Throughout the process, I keep on touching the neck, feel how it's feeling. I spend more time. I spend less time with the calipers than I do, just using my, the sense of touch. Okay, so we're at 17:49. So it's 3 minutes so far. Let's check with the calipers, see what thickness we're at. Basically, baseball bat. If I recall, 25 to 30 or thereabouts. 34, I think I saw there. Once again, I'm using the medium Holy saber-tooth cutter. Which cuts faster than they're fine, obviously, and is a little bit more pucker-inducing, shall we say. 1846. And it's on to the Merker. I really do like using a larger, I think it's 15 centimeter disc actually. This Merker is the Deros 5150, I think. It comes with the smaller pad as well. And it's very easily interchangeable actually, but when doing something like this, the large disc does help keep it flat and even, which is, I suppose, the point really. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to not having to watch any more sanding. I'm afraid I don't think we're at the end of it yet, but soon we'll have the chaos of trying to put the thing together. Oh my gosh. Oh no. That neck heel looks huge at the moment. And we're going to have to cut it down later in order to fit it into the guitar. So 2109. So that's 7 minutes so far. Oh, my cable came out. Is that it? Oh, there we go. The neck is carved onto the headstock. Crikey, 2141. So, I'm counting on my fingers right now. Hold on, I'll stop talking to you. That was literally 7 minutes. It was just under 7 minutes to carve it in. Crikey. I remember spending several days carving necks in the first 15 or 20 guitars I bought. It used to take me several days just to carve. It's amazing what experience and raw power can do for how fast and how well you do something. So that's now very roughly thicknessed. I end up at 15 millimeters on average. The extraction doesn't appear to be doing anything anymore. I think the filter needs to be changed on that Hoover right now. A little bit more work on the neck carve there, I suppose. Let's call it 8 minutes. Hello, Sean. Oh, is he playing kisses at us? He looks so intent. Oh, looking right into my soul there. Do you feel it too? Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to say 8 minutes. He's back on the carving, really. And looking very dusty now. Don't drop it.
Oh, you beauty, thank you.
Sorry about that nasty crackling. It appears I'm holding the body on top of my mic.
Annie?
Yeah. He's flagging. 5 hours, 20 minutes. Well, that's only just slightly less than 4 hours left. That's not. Oh, have you got a lollipop in your mouth? Okay. We need to seriously work on a better way to dust extract when carving and sanding. That's, yeah. There it is.
Nice to hear Phil and Toby in the background.
I can tell you that.
They're filming Tonehinge trials, while I'm filming my own trial.
Stay.
That's the Luthier's version of sticking a knife into a table between your fingers. Monty's guitars. Very, very, very nice pickups. I had a Crimson Guitars mug, but so did several other people, and it kept on getting stolen because they thought it was theirs. So I'm the only one with a Monty's Guitars mug.
Yep, they're good. I always double and triple check that positioning.
So sustainable?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm properly surprised by how well that radiusing turned out. Understring radius gauges by Crimson Guitars. Please buy our tools and support us and help us keep on making these videos.
That'll do. So it's a compound radius.
Awesome.
Going to... Right, actually back there is still... So 20 from... Okay, I don't like blowing my own trumpet,
Well.
but by gum. I've never tried to use a belt sander like that. 12-inch radius to roughly an 18 or 20. And it's actually flat. So that's yeah, that's not half bad.
You just got to use the phrase by gum.
By gum. Golly gosh.
Well.
I can't come up with anything else.
Neither could I.
No need, it was already perfection.
Oh, thank you.
So with the router, I didn't take all the way around to the end. There's just a little bit of plating involved there. And this is standard. This just happens on every guitar we build. There's an obscene amount of handwork even on the CNC produced instruments. Clifton block blown. Another example of UK-made awesomeness, really. So, using the levelling beam just to make absolutely certain it's even and square and flat and lovely. Basically, the fretboard is the first part of the guitar that's absolutely completely finished.
Bloody hell. We should do the racing that way all the time.
At some point I will be buying a big
Go and poke your head around.
belt sander to do racing on with a nice jig.
It would be nice to have a volume on the boost, but
Maybe they got it right.
maybe
Maybe it doesn't need volume. Maybe they got it
prevents
right.
option paralysis, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I think we're definitely on the right track using it into the return of an amp,
Definitely.
because it takes all the muckety muck out the front of the amp, I suppose. But yeah. Let us know your thoughts. Obviously,
I'm not sure if we disturbed them or not.
I said by gosh and he said muckety muck in his video. That's so much better.
Toby's awesome.
Alright, so at this stage I need to just clear my bench off a little bit. It's fine, it's fine.
Always double, triple check. Especially when you can't go back and change it. I.e. tuning key positions, etc.
Yep, that's fine. Cool.
The thing is, I had actually checked that against the template this morning before the build even started, and still feel the need to do it during the build.
Oh.
My battery's dying.
No, I must be out of battery. James, could you phone somebody downstairs and ask them to send up a battery for me, please?
You fool! Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Don't do what I do, please. Nobody, just be intelligent. It says Luthier in training on the back of that shirt for a reason. Okay, so fret slotting saw. Mark out the depth I want. Again, I'm eyeballing it, but I've done this so many times on.
Thank you very much, Tony. You've got a lollipop too.
Do you want one? I was on
No, hell no, I'm not allowed. But
lemon pie.
no, it's probably even worse.
Dark chocolate.
No, thank you. I'm good. Thank you. She's trying to tempt me with chocolate. I'm really, really not allowed.
So the tape acts not as a depth stop, but as a depth marker, really, just to make sure that all of the fret slots are deep enough for the frets. I should have the neck better supported as well. This Taranti carver's chop is... I absolutely love it.
So this is the fret slotting saw
You're repeating yourself now.
that it's made by a UK company. and we loved it so much that we've asked them to create, well, to make them with our brand on, which is what you saw earlier.
He wasn't repeating himself. So all of the slots are cleaned out. There's, it's incredibly frustrating when you put a fret in. Good throw. And it doesn't go in all the way because you haven't got the slots deep enough.
So this time, no unboxings, no custom 12th fret inlay. I'm still tempted though.
Don't
What's
you
James
dare.
saying in the background? He's insulting me. He's saying I'm too scared. Damn right I'm scared. I have set myself an almost impossible task here.
Yeah, well, it's your own damn fault.
Hold on.
So I was about to chamfer the edges of the fret slots with a tiny triangular file there before fine sanding the fretboard, which would mean I'd have to then fine sand the fretboard and go back and re-chamfer the fret slots. The chamfering makes it much easier.
Is my lamp getting in the camera's way?
No, it's not too bad.
Stop interrupting me. The chamfering makes it much easier to get the frets in square and accurately.
How's it going, Toby?
Are you filming?
Yeah, we're filming all day. Come in, it's fine.
Filming all day?
What do you think?
What have we got?
I'm trying to build a guitar in 9 hours.
Oh, that's why it's good.
It's not finished.
It's only been, well, let's have a time check. 5 hours, 32 minutes.
Wow.
So, it's fun. Actually, you'll like the neck, you two. You like slightly chunkier.
You like that?
Slightly.
Man.
So, these are the two gentlemen who will be demonstrating this guitar for us, well, next week, because
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. You coming in tomorrow?
Well, you're already doing it in 9 hours.
Are you going to come in tomorrow and dinner? You can come back at 7:30.
There's ambitious.
Settled on the
I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a possibility that we're going to actually manage this. I think maybe.
I didn't get all the way through when I did this before.
So what time is this going to be finished?
7:30 tonight.
7:30 tonight.
That's the plan. And we started at 10:30 this morning.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Now that's a serious challenge. So it's going to be playing and playable. 7:30. Phil's going to come back tonight. We hadn't actually discussed this at all.
I'll tell you what. If it's not finished, you owe me some beer.
Whether it's finished or not, I owe you some beer.
Okay.
If I don't finish it, it's going to be a significant quantity of beer. Damn it! That's actually now. Oh shit. That's even more of a challenge because if it was.
I'm gonna. Do I keep talking to you so I get more beer? Yeah. Putting you off, or shall I leave you to it?
No, I'm okay. I don't. For now. Yeah.
So we want it in there at 7:35, ready to go then, but...
The plan is literally, honestly, the plan actually is to have a playable at that point. If I am starting to cack it a bit now, I really am. But if you're honestly up for coming back, that would be awesome.
Let's do it.
Yeah, cool. that may just be the impetus I need to actually get this done. The thing is, I've been looking this. I've had this wood for nearly 3 years. I think nearly 3 years, 2 years, and I've wanted something to do with it that was, of significance. And well, here we go. So hopefully we're done. The nice thing, Phil, is that I've got enough wood to do 2 of them. So this one I do in 9 hours, and I'm going to use the other piece down there.
To do it 5?
No, 90. So I'm going to have this as fast as I possibly can, and then I'm going to spend as long as I can doing it as perfect as possible, with lots of custom inlays and all that sort of stuff. My Iwasaki files are so nice that everybody's stolen them. I'm actually short now. So eventually you'll be demoing the 90-hour version, and we'll be able to see what the difference is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave you to it now. I'm going to go get some fish and chips.
Oh goodness, you're a mean man.
How did the trial go today? Good. Yeah.
Okay, we'll find out.
Should be awesome, huh?
You need to ignore a lot of the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Not that Ben does that. He doesn't ignore you.
Well, this is the problem. This is the problem. I don't heed my own advice often enough. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Anyway, cool. Well, I'll see you at 7:30 this evening, sir. In fact, I'll send somebody out for beer, so there's actually beer when we arrive and get finished. Okay. There we go.
Bring some of those fish and chips for
Okay. That's an added issue then for me, because I really don't like keeping people waiting. If it's just me and my poor media department, that's fine, but if somebody else is giving up their evening, we have to finish. All right, so we essentially have a neck, we have an instrument. What we don't have is a neck pocket in which to put the instrument. Later, Phil's coming back to demo the guitar tonight.
I heard.
Is tone hinge still set up? Just leave it set up then. Crikey O'Reilly!
You got this.
Oh, hiccup. I drank that last coffee far too quick. Okay.
I will just get to the end of this. So it's 50.
Back to chamfering the fret ends, or fret slots at least.
Do you want to wrangle any data from the hedge?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. It's not a neck on.
That's Sean in the background disparaging my choice of Canon cameras over Nikon.
Now about that custom 12th fret inlay
Don't do it.
that I'm not doing.
Don't. What are you thinking?
Where's the 12th fret? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
No. No, Ben, don't do it. This is what scuppered me last time. Although on the 12-hour guitar build it was a
So what have we got then?
a customised disc of mother of pearl with the clock facey type things cut out of it, while using a saw that kept on breaking blades and blades that kept on breaking and the like. Mutter, mutter, mutter. Mutter, mutter. So, what we have is a little dental burr in the Proxon router, and I've affixed another one of my favourite little Luthier's tricks actually. I've affixed a small propeller of masking tape to that, and that blows all of the dust away from the cutter and out of your field of vision when you're routing.
Guess what? Sorry, I have to move it. Yeah, that needs to be moved up just a little bit. Fine.
Freehanding this isn't too much of an issue, although the router cutter is a little bit blunt and ended up acting a little bit annoying. A sigil like this, or
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
that's the third time you've done that, Ben. Trust yourself, just a little. Open up. So yes, basically a freehand thing like this, or a tribal inlay or something like that, is actually much easier to work on than a perfect circle or trapezoid or rectangle, diamond, etc. Those things have defined shapes that your mind and your eye is used to, and the second it's even slightly out, you pick up on that. When it's a freehand signature, it's a freehand signature. It just doesn't matter.
Okay, so every single custom guitar that I make and every single master build is signed with my sigil, which is this. So this was going to go on the guitar somewhere anyway. Somewhere.
Clean the excess out.
Now, I literally just stabbed myself with that for no reason.
Well, that was really, really dim, wasn't it now? Then again, if you don't bleed while building a guitar at least once, then it's not really considered a guitar, to be honest. So, the plan is a slightly less than traditional inlay technique, but something that's happening a lot more these days. Predominantly wood turners, but also a lot of guitar builders. Now, Crimson Guitars sell a inlay powder set. And this is one of two methods. And this is the quick and dirty method, shall we say. So that's gunmetal grey powder. Flood superglue into the pocket, fill it with powder, and rinse and repeat a couple of times. That's our wicking grade superglue. In other words, very, very thin. Now that's aluminium powder, just to try and get a different effect. I nearly blew that all over the place just now.
What's up, James? Call me a pussy, will you?
What is it?
It's just that BC sigil that I have to do on it anyway.
Good old levelling beam. I can feel James acting all disapproving in the background, quietly, judging me.
So that, with oil on it, so sort of a mix of gunmetal grey and dust. What's that dust doing in there?
Pick it out then.
Ooh. All right. Let's get some more. Not quite done yet. Gunmetal grey, aluminium powder. But actually, the aluminium powder is a bit more attractive.
So once again, Ben has allowed himself get completely distracted by a superfluous and unrequired part of the guitar build. Who'd have thunk it? The other method to use with this inlay powder is to mix it into an epoxy base and then put the epoxy into your cavity. That takes longer but does yield more even results. And it can be used with glow-in-the-dark material as well to great and awesome effect.
Okay, I'm quite happy with that because I don't know. I think a guitar is naked without an inlay of some sort.
But what, I ask, is wrong with nudity?
Oh, come on, is all my accelerator all downstairs somehow? Oh, here's some here.
Going through the grits then with the leveling beam again. Gently.
Okay. We're just shy of 3 hours to go. And despite what I said to Phil, I think I might end up owing him a significant amount of beer. Okay, so, fine.
Don't be so down on yourself, Ben. Bring on the frets.
Good. Oh, my new dead blow. Hee hee. Oi.
Bring on the frets. This is where a guitar comes to life, really.
Just about to swap over cameras.
That's fine. Camera swap over time. Cheerio.
Thank you guys for watching, hey? Come back.